Hello everyone, my name is Anchal. I am basically from Himachal Pradesh, India. I am online educator for biology, physics, chemistry at Abhishek coaching. So now we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is about the acids and bases. So what are acids and what are the bases? That is our topic. So firstly, let's discuss about the properties of the acids. What are the properties of the acids? First property of acid is acids are sour in taste, right? And they have H positive ion. In fact, in the aqueous solution also, your acids, they dissociate to give H positive ion. They dissociate to give you H positive ion. Okay. Example is HCl. HCl is hydrochloric acid. Your HNO3, that is your nitric acid. These are the examples of the acids. Thus, acids have a pH of 1 to 6. Means acids have the pH of less than 7. You can say like that. Okay. Now, moving to the next one. Next is the types of acids. Based on the strength, there are two types of acids. One is the strong acid, other one is the weak acids. So acid, as I have already mentioned, that in the aqueous solution they give you H positive ion. Okay, so aqueous solution is the solution when the solvent is water. When the solvent is water, then that is called as your aqueous solution. So there are two types of acid. One is the strong acid, other is the weak acid. So what are the strong acid? As the name itself indicate, as it is strong, so strong acids are those which completely dissociate into its ions in the aqueous solution. They are your strong acids. Example is nitric acid, HNO3. Your sulphuric acid is your H2SO4. Sulphuric acid is H2SO4. Your hydrochloric acid, that is your HCl. They are the example of the strong acids. Now, weak acids, as they are weak, that means they do not completely dissociate into its ions in the aqueous solution. Example, carbonic acid, that is H2CO3. Acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. They are the examples of your weak acids. Okay. Now, let's discuss some important points about the bases. So, base, they are bitter in taste. Okay, they are bitter in taste, and what type of nature they have? They have soapy nature. They are soapy in nature, have OH negative ion, as the acids are those which have H positive ion. That means base will have which ion? OH negative ion. Example of bases are, for example, your NaOH, that is your sodium hydroxide, your KOH, that is your potassium hydroxide. These are the examples of your bases. Bases have a pH of greater than 7, whereas acids have the pH of less than 7. So that means bases has the pH range between 8 to 14. Okay, 8 to 14. Now, bases are of two types. One is the strong base, other is the weak base. Okay, this classification is on the basis of the strength. So, first is the strong base. Strong base, as the name itself indicate, which completely dissociate. As they are strong, that means they will completely dissociate into its ions in the aqueous solution. They are called as your strong bases. Example, NaOH, KOH. Okay, so NaOH on dissociation will give you Na positive plus OH negative. So as I have already mentioned that base have OH negative ion. So here you can also see there is OH negative ion there. So next is the weak bases. Weak bases do not completely ionize into its ions. As they are weak, so they will partially dissociate. Partial means incompletely. they will incompletely dissociate into its ions in the aqueous solution. Example is NH4OH, that is your ammonium hydroxide. Okay, ammonium hydroxide NH4OH on dissociation will give you two ions, that is NH4 positive and other one is the OH negative. Okay, so bases are what? One is the strong base, other is the weak base. So strong base completely dissociate into its ions in the aqueous solution. Examples are NaOH, KOH. Whereas weak bases are those which do not completely dissociate into its ions in the aqueous solution. Okay, so examples are NH4OH, that is our ammonium hydroxide, that is an example of the weak base. So in this lecture we have discussed some important things about the acids and base. Also we have discussed about the strong acid, strong base, weak acid as well as weak base. So I hope everything is clear to you in this lecture. Thank you so much.